Well, how does it hit you?
Well, it certainly doesn't scare me like the house in Oakdale. They certainly did a good job cleaning it up.
Beautiful apartment.
Yeah.
Not small. A little stuffy in here to you?
Oh, yeah.
Mind if I open those doors over on the terrace?
Please, we could use a little fresh air. Don't you think so? Don't you think so? You want to go see what it's like out there? Come on. Yes, let's go see. Let's go see. Where are you doing?
Oh, that's better, don't you think?
Hmm? Oh.
It's nice out there.
That
Should we go out? Do you think it'd be all right for her?
Oh, I think she'd love it. How's this? Look. Huh? Well, welcome home, Julia. Again? It's your second homecoming, huh? They've both been very unexpected. Very strange. You know, I used to, think about Draper and I taking Julia over to visit her grandmother. Now they're both gone.
Well, I sure feel stupid. I never even thought about this being your mother's place. Are you sure you're not making another mistake moving in here?
No, I think everything will be fine here. There are memories here, but they're different. I think I can live with these. So can Julia.
Well, think so? You're sure getting a good start for a kid your age. Living up here in the clouds?
I think that's what I like most about this place, being so high up, away from all the troubles and the drudgery down there. Then again, I guess trouble can find you anywhere, huh?
Well, I guess so.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Listen, I think I'm going to show this little lady to her new bedroom. I presume you're probably anxious to leave, huh?
No, I'm not anxious about that at all. I told him I wouldn't be there till 11, so I've got about an hour. I could stay a little while longer, if you like.
I would like that. All right.
I'll be here.
Hi, I'm Raven Swift, Jaimie Swift's mother. Has he been discharged yet?
No, I don't believe so, Mrs. Swift.
Oh, great. What a day to oversleep. Has anybody else been up here?
No, I don't think Dr. Santos has signed him out yet, so he's definitely still in his room.
Well, then could you call her right now, because I want to get him out of here right now. Where is Dr. Santos? She said that I could come and pick him up at 9 o'clock.
They're going to page her, Mrs. Swift.
Well, you work here, don't you? Haven't you seen her?
Look, I just came on duty a little while ago, but I'm sure if Dr. Santos is discharging your son today, she'll take care of it. She's probably with a patient at the moment.
It's very, very important that I get my son before... It's 10 after 10.
Why don't you just sit down and wait, Mrs. Swift? Or maybe you'd like to go in and see your child?
No, I'll just upset him. I'm sure he wants to leave this awful place just as much as I do.
No, it's not so awful. I kind of like it.
Well, that's because you have to stay here. All right, look, I guess I can't do anything about it. But if you don't do something in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to make a lot of noise.
All right, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll go and check the pediatric ward and see if Dr. Santos is there.
Thank you.
Dr. Santos, please call extension 23. Dr. Santos, please call extension 23.
Hello?
Hi, Elliott, it's Raven.
If it isn't Mother Raven herself. Have you got your little boy yet?
No, I don't. The doctor hasn't released him yet, and it's already 10 after 10, and Logan is on his way over here, probably, and I'm afraid the whole plan is just going to fall apart.
So does that mean I don't have to get out of my warm bed and rush over to that hospital?
Are you in bed? Elliott, you are supposed to be in front of the hospital to take us home.
Don't worry, it's only 10 minutes drive. Sounds as if it's going to be a while anyway before you get your hands on the boy.
If the doctor comes, it will be 10 minutes, and I won't be able to get a cab now.
Oh, all right. I'll be over there. That's the least of your worries anyway.
Elliott Dorn, if you are not in front of the hospital in 10 minutes in a car, I am going to make you miserable for the rest of your life. is all settled in. Just have to do some unpacking later.
Was there anything I can do to help?
How can you ask that after everything you've done for me?
I haven't done anything.
Well, yes, you have. You've escorted me back into the city after just 2 days ago escorting me out of the city.
Well, a couple of car rides, that's nothing for the Swift limousine service. Swift limousine, pickup and delivery, babies half price, forget it.
Listen, speaking of picking up babies half price, what about Jaimie? I'm sure he's just as anxious to get into his crib as Julia was to get into hers.
Well, I told him I would be there at 11. It is 10:20, so they probably haven't even got him ready yet. So.
Yeah, well, I realize you have to drive there and find a parking space and things like that, you know. Logan, are you hanging around here because you're worried about me? I'm fine. Really, this place isn't spooky a bit. And well, I guess I won't need the Swift limousine service for a while.
Well, that's a shame. You were our favorite customer.
The only customer, I'll bet. Well, can I get you something to drink? You thirsty?
No, thank you.
Would you like to sit down?
Thought you'd never ask.
Okay. I feel lucky, Logan. I really do that you were Draper's friend.
Well, I thought I was your friend, too.
You are. You're one of my very best friends. Be my blood brother?
Sure.
I feel so silly.
Oh, please don't. I hope you feel this way always.
What, silly?
Friendly. I want to be your friend. It's very important to me. I want to be able to talk to you, have you talk to me. I hope you let me help you whenever I can.
Yeah. Of course I will.
I'm sorry, something the matter? Did I say something wrong?
No, nothing. I don't know. I guess I don't know. I'm feeling a little guilty.
Guilty?
I don't know. It's just that you've been so good to me, Logan. I'm confused.
Confused about what? Oh, let me guess. Raven came to see you last night. Did she say anything nasty about us?
No, she didn't. She does have something to do with it. Lord knows it's hard enough to try to be Raven's friend without the complication of being your friend, too, especially considering the antagonism two of you have felt.
Well, I will try not to ask you to make a choice between us. Obviously, it's your business who your friends are, who you see, who you don't see. I have to suggest, though, that when you're around Raven, you keep your back to the wall. I'll let it go with that.
I know that. I have to tell you, though, something. I think it was very generous of Raven to offer to spend the night with me just so I wouldn't have to stay in the house alone.
Playing Good Samaritan. She probably wanted a free breakfast. Hi. Do you believe that?
Mm-hmm.
I just got through saying I wasn't going to do that.
That's
and
right.
Well, forget I said that.
Okay.
That was very nice of Raven.
I hope so. And besides, she didn't get any breakfast. She left too early.
Oh, yeah? What did you do? Tell her I was coming by to pick you up?
No.
Well, what time did she leave?
I don't know. I was still asleep. I slept like a log last night. I was exhausted.
Oh, that's good, anyway.
And I woke up and I found a note from Raven on the coffee table. Something like, darling, sorry I couldn't stay. Something about having to do an errand. Love always.
She must still be on London time. What time did you get up?
Oh, around 6:30. Julie woke me up.
6:30? And Raven was already gone?
Yeah.
This is not the Raven that I ever knew. She never got out of bed before 10 o'clock. Must have been some errand.
I guess so.
Oh, my God.
What?
The hospital. I gotta get out of here.
Logan, where are you going?
Going to the hospital.
What are you talking about?
Raven, she may be after Jaimie.
thought you might like some coffee.
Thank you. I'd love a cup.
You know, I think you're being pretty foolish.
You do, huh?
Yes. Dr. Galt says you're not nearly as well as you think you are, and... Well, here you are driving to the big city as if you didn't have a care in the world.
Molly, Monticello's not that big.
How do you know?
I remember it. I can actually visualize the streets, the restaurants, some of the buildings. It's funny knowing things like that and not being able to remember anything else.
Well, I was only there once in my life, and, well, it was enough for me. Too much noise, too many automobiles, too many people.
Ah, people. People, Molly, that's the key. I want to remember more than just places. I want to remember faces. People who know me, people that I know, people who can tell me just who I am.
Yeah, but I thought you knew who you were. I mean, the fingerprints proved it.
I know that I'm somebody called Kirk Michaels. I don't know anything about the man, what he was like, what he did for a living, who his friends were. Molly, I know. This may be the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life, but...
There you are. Now, why do something you know won't be good for you?
Because I need to know more about myself. I may not like what this fella did. I may not like the way he made a living. The point is, Molly, I don't know what I'm going to find in Monticello. Maybe nothing.
Then why go at all? I mean, just for some kind of silly goose chase.
Gotta start somewhere, don't I?
Well, you'll come back, won't you?
No, I thought you'd be glad to get rid of me, considering you once came in here to try to chase me out with a shotgun.
No, well, that was before I knew who you were, before I found out that you were Miss Emily's husband. That made all the difference in the world.
Does that mean that you don't dislike me anymore?
Oh, I never said I disliked you. I just said I didn't trust you.
Oh.
Well, now, I don't trust many men. That's just how I am. But anyone who can make Miss Emily and Dr. Galt happy, well, that's all that matters. Those two are just like my family, you know.
Yeah, I know. And I know you'd do anything for them, and you proved that when you came running in here with that shotgun.
Yeah, well, I would have used it, too, if I thought you meant Miss Emily any harm.
Yeah, I think you would have. Now, Molly, I don't know what this Kirk Michaels was like before. But I can tell you now, I wouldn't hurt Emily. I wouldn't hurt her for anything in the world.
You should have tried harder, Emily. I'm sure you could have talked him out of doing this crazy thing.
I couldn't, Daddy. I just couldn't. He'd made up his mind. You know Kirk.
The Kirk I know left this house 10 years ago. Left with my daughter and my money and... I'm sorry for being upset, but it's almost like reliving the past.
Daddy, it isn't anything like the past. For one thing, Kirk and I aren't eloping. We don't have to. We're married now. And another thing is that, well, we're not sneaking out of here. We're not taking anything that isn't ours.
You're taking a terrible risk, that's what you're doing. That young man is still very weak. You shouldn't have offered to go with him to Monticello. Maybe that would have discouraged him.
Daddy, didn't you see Kirk's face? Nothing was going to discourage him. He would have left without me. And then I would have lost him for a second time. No, it's better I go with him. And I'll help him find his past, if it's to be found in Monticello.
And what happens if it's a past that hurts him? That hurts you?
Well, I'm all ready.
Kirk, what can I say to you that'll change your mind?
Look, Dr. Galt, I'm very grateful for what you've done. I mean, you and Molly and Emily, you saved my life. I know that, and I understand the responsibility. But I'm not just out of gratitude, believe me.
I hope that's not the only reason, Kirk.
No. I've seen the evidence. I know who I am. Kirk Michaels. And that husband of yours that ran away 10 years ago, he's not going to run away anymore.
That's right. Because I'm not going to let you. I'm not going to let you out of my sight.
just want to try to discover my past. Now, I don't know how successful I'm going to be, but...
Kirk, believe me, the chance is very small.
I want to know how long all of this is going to take.
Molly, I just don't know.
Well, I mean, let's say you do go to Monticello and you don't find out a darn thing about yourself. What good is there hanging around? I think you should come right back here where you belong.
You see, even Molly wants you to stay here.
Well, that's not a bad idea. I suppose if, when we go to Monticello, we don't find anything, we'll just come right back here.
Well, now that's sensible, isn't it, Doctor?
Yes, Molly, that's sensible. Emily, you sure you got everything?
Yeah, I think so.
The traveler's checks, are they in your purse?
Yes, it's right over there.
Oh, now be sure and keep the sheet with the check numbers separate in case they get lost.
Okay, Dad.
Do you know where you'll be staying, Miss Emily?
No, I don't, but, I hope we don't have trouble finding a room. Oh, good, I have the guide map of Monticello. It has all the restaurants and the hotels in the area.
Well, if I were you, I wouldn't take any chances. I mean, don't go to the biggest hotel or the most crowded restaurant.
Oh, no, I don't think we should either.
Kirk, you might find yourself walking into a lion's den. You do realize that?
Yeah, I understand, Doctor, but don't worry. We'll be discreet.
Well, guess we better be going. I don't want to get there after dark.
Oh, maybe it'd be a good idea if you did.
Oh, really? You all are making me very nervous. I don't think for 1 minute that Mr. Kirk is a criminal.
Thank you, Molly. I appreciate you saying that. I just hope it turns out to be the truth. Dr. Gold, thank you.
Take care of yourself, Kirk. And remember, don't rush anything. Don't take any foolish risks and go very slowly.
Don't worry, Daddy. I'll take care of them.
Bye-bye,
I
honey.
promise. Oh. And I'll call you as soon as I get to the hotel, okay?
Okay,
Bye,
take
Molly.
care, Miss Emily.
Now, you be careful.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye. Be sure and call.
Bye. Okay.
Are you all right, Dr. Gold?
Yes, Molly.
Well, you look as white as a sheet. You're worried about them, aren't you? Worried sick.
Yes, Molly, I am. I'm afraid that something terrible is going to happen. Something terrible for my daughter.
Can you tell me what's happening? Have you found her yet?
Yes, I know where Dr. Santos is. She's with your baby right now, Mrs. Swift, just making one last examination to make sure it's all right to let him out.
Why didn't she do that this morning? She told me I could take him home at 9 o'clock.
I'm sure it'll all be taken care of in just a little while.
I don't have any time. My husband is going to be here any minute. He's driving in front of the hospital to take me and my baby home, and he can't park there forever.
Oh, well, there's a parking lot. He can wait for you there.
I want my son. Can't you get that through your head? I want him, and I want him right now.
sort of cute if you like him on the short and double side. No, he's a tool and die maker.
Nurse, I'm sorry to bother you. My
I'll
name's
call you back, Sue.
My name's Mr. Swift. I'm supposed to pick up my son this morning. He's been discharged.
Oh, Mr. Swift.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were going to be downstairs in the car.
What?
Well, your wife said you were picking her up out front.
My wife has already been here this morning?
Oh, yeah, she just left a couple of minutes ago.
She left. Well, what about my son? Is he ready to go yet?
Well, he's gone. But, I mean, she took him with her, of course. Dr. Santos checked the baby out, and your wife took him home. Is something wrong?
You say she just left a moment ago?
Yes.
You got the food.
Yeah, thank you. Now let's get out of here.